Hi there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 44 of our Supersize You annual challenge. Today we're talking about confidence, of course, confidence all this month. And I think because it's a foundational skill, I like to start with it this year. I haven't never started with confidence before. I usually start with physical or emotional or something that's in alignment with the month. But since I'm trying to make this evergreen, I wanted to say, well, what is the best way to actually cover the different 9 life framework areas? And so we're starting with confidence. Today, our topic is accepting your greatness. How do we go about doing that? And what does that even mean? Talk about that today and give you an action item on that. We're also going to talk about the P in the SOAP framework. We're running through the SOAP framework, and P stands for progress. How do I know I'm moving toward what it is that I want? And I like to share this little graph because this reminds me of the things that we want. We think they're a straight line to supersizing or growing or success. But chances are they're more like one of these squiggly lines in reality. Sometimes we hit a home run and we go right above what we ever thought we could do and create. And other times we go up and down, back and forth, 1 step forward, 3 steps back, 1 step forward, another step forward, 5 steps back. That's just the way our life works out usually. For so many extenuating circumstances, I can't even explain them all. I have so many stories in both my life and people that I've worked with of how we think we're on the right track, we're making a ton of progress, and we hit a wall and we end up going back and having to go back to a previous step or stage of our growth and development and start over again. Not starting over because we're starting from experience. That's the thing when people are like, oh, I'm so tired of starting over. You're never ever starting over. No matter how old you are, no matter how young you are, you're starting from all of the experiences you've had already. And so you can choose not to make the same mistakes that you've made in the past. I try very hard these days to not make the mistakes that I made in the past. I try to learn from them, and I'll spend time every day actually meditating on, what's working, what's not working, the wins, what I'm grateful for. I will say the one secret, if you need something to change your life, start being grateful, start appreciating what is working in your life and build upon that. If you just start noticing that, all of a sudden you'll see all these other things coming into your life that are working for you. So as long as we're talking about that, let's talk about progress first today. How do you know you're making progress? How do you know you're filling the gap between where you are and where you want to be? Well, I like to find a way to measure it. So for example, I am doing direct messaging. I think I was very clear. My current situation is I don't direct message people. If they direct message me, I will respond. But for the most part, I do not have any strategy or any going out of my way to direct message anybody in my personal or my professional life. And I'm building a school community, and I know that the best way to do that is to contact people and invite them in to this cool project that I'm doing, right? So that's what I'm working on. I have to fill the gap between where I am and where I want to be. So how do I know if I'm filling that gap or not? Well, I'm starting out by saying, listen, you got to do 10 direct messages a day to somebody or something somewhere. You got to do it. And then I'll just add up that, and I'll track the number that I do each day for a while until I get consistent and it just becomes a natural part of my daily routine. Hey, I'm going to take 10 minutes. I'm going to DM 10 people, right? If it's taken more than 10 minutes to DM 10 people, then I know I am saying way too much and it's just not necessary. So P for progress. How will you measure? How will you know you're filling the gap? Share in the comments below. Now, our topic today is all about accepting your greatness. How do you, and the whole topic of this is, how do you respond to compliments? When somebody compliments you sincerely on something they like, are thankful for, or appreciate about you, what do you say? How does it make you feel? And what do you do? I spent a lot of years, whenever anybody would compliment me, I would poo-poo it or negate it or disregard it altogether. And it wasn't until much later I realized that by deflecting compliments or rejecting compliments, heaven forbid, I am actually being rude, number one, and disrespectful, but also dishonoring the person that gave me that sincere compliment in the first place. Thank you is and nothing else, just thank you, or thank you very much, or thank you so much, or oh my God, thank you, whatever is appropriate for the situation and you. Just thank them and then savor that somebody acknowledged something that's awesome about you, and watch how often more and more compliments come your way. If people compliment you and you negate it or reject it, probably even just once, they're not going to compliment you anymore. They might think you're still awesome, but they're never going to tell you. And frankly, as human beings, we need that feedback loop. We need the positive feedback loop to override all of the negative nonsense that is in our world and in most of our lives, right? And that's been intentionally created. We're not even going to get into that today. But so today, when somebody gives you a compliment, and chances are, if you're a decent human being, at least one other person will acknowledge or compliment you, just immediately say thank you, right? Don't minimize, don't deflect, don't immediately give them a compliment back because that's just weird. Just say thank you and savor the moment that somebody is acknowledging and seeing and complimenting you on something. Think about this today. When someone compliments you, ask yourself, well, why do I feel uncomfortable? If you feel uncomfortable, maybe you're over this hump. It's like stepping out of our comfort zone or facing our fears or thinking about our beliefs and that some of them conflict or are limiting to what we want to achieve in our lives. And ask yourself, why do I think that my strengths don't deserve to be acknowledged? Because they absolutely positively do, right? All of us human beings, we got things that are awesome about us, and we all have areas that we kind of suck at. Definitely raising my hand on that. I am knowing and forever learning what my limitations are and the things that I'm just going to choose to not participate in because they don't serve me, they don't make me feel good. I'm just not good at them because a lot of things we just can't care about. We can't care about everything, right? We have to have priorities. What beliefs about yourself, or what I'm asking, what beliefs about myself make it hard for me to accept praise? I'm going to sit with that one today because I still have little side nudges of, oh, you shouldn't be too proud, you shouldn't brag, you shouldn't do all these things. And I need to examine, where the heck did those come from? Because if we do something great, we should be proud of it, not trying to hide it or minimize it. And then, how would it feel to fully own your capabilities, to fully own what others celebrate you for? Think about that and then start doing it today. So in the comments below, share one thing or one response or one aha you have about thinking about and journaling about, if you choose to journal, which I highly encourage as well, this topic and how you accept compliments. And just notice today, when somebody compliments you, again, because if you're listening to me, you're probably awesome. And so you deserve compliments. And guess what? As human beings, we all deserve to be acknowledged and praised and complimented. And there's all kinds of scientific studies that back that up. All right. That's all I've got today. Any questions about this topic? Any questions about the P or the SOAP framework? Please ask so that I can continue to improve. Number one, answer your question. And number two, help with it. And number three, continue to improve and do a better job of explaining things and sharing things with you. All right. Have an awesome day. And of course, good tomorrow. Bye.